know how to act now. Hit the club, get before I sat down. Still ballin', money stacked tall and shack now. Still push a button to let the roof on the lag down. I'm on the road doing shows, put my Mac down. Mississippi to Philly, Albuquerque to Chat Town. I got the crowd yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All my hot girls yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Front the back gate yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Get with other southern rapper hooded than this. I got rich and I'm still in a hooligan clique. You be rapping by I'm moving the brick. Talk about now we're doing it quick. You in the face, you gon' be suing me quick. If I catch another case, I know it truly be missed. So I'ma keep a cool head, stay out of the news headlines, and show these other rappers it's bedtime. It's clear to see that I'm ahead of my time. I cop the chromed out, hard top career with a shine. I got some time, name, I get better with time. Yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Front the back gate. Check 1 2 1 2. You wanna beef with the king? What is you gon' do when you show up on the scene? 1 and 2 drew on you and your friend and play a little 2 on 2. If you do half of what I do, you'll be hitting the deck. I gotta get some respect. I'ma make it hard for it.
It's been the home of the Panthers since 1996. Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. We welcome you to EA Sports coverage of the National Football League. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Carolina Panthers. Alongside Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico, and this is Ryan Fitzgerald. He's got the ball on the tee. And off we go from Charlotte. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. From the shotgun, he'll throw to get this one started. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Everything litty, I love when it's hot. Turned to the city, I broke out the knot. Got some more millies, I keep me a knot. I created history, it made me a lot. He tried to diss me and it don't false. We call them Chaucer cause they gonna chop. Took her out of filings cause of hot. I run it like Nike, we got it on lock. Cardiac eye, I'm the boss man in a suit with no tie. I can't be, I gotta stay. Hold me some in the counter that's dry. Riding in special like Bunny and Clyde. Don't worry, baby, I keep me some fire. Shenanigans and Birkin, she cannot decide. The ladies, Mercedes, here go to surprise. Don't sleep on Miss Lady, help ride. Back while I'm gripping her side. Big and mad back, this ain't regular size. We really fly, we like pelican guys. You ain't slick, I can tell her the skies. Upgrade at my wrist, put her gas in the sky. She think I might sign her and change her whole life. I told her to goggle and work on her highs. Everything litty, I love when it's hot. Turned to the city, I broke out the knot. Got some more millies that keep me a knot. I created history, it made me a lot. He tried to diss me and ended on Fox. We call them Chauncey cause they gonna chop. Took her out of filers cause they hot. I run it like Nike, we got it on lock.
Cash, money, cash, I took the Billy Cool back and I hopped in the car. I put this in the front of in the road, right, wow. I stepped up, the ties, huh? I'm in the coupe by myself. I had to kick her though when I was 5.
The Carolina Rains have arrived as we are inside a soggy Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Carolina Panthers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And able to get this out to the 25. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And his first look is incomplete. You look at this Carolina defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
So prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And when those add up into big mistakes add up into points against you.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Looking to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. A miserable start here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and very long. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. The tight end Henry here in motion. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Taking on the midfield logo. Well, a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ready. 60 red. 60 red. 52 back.
Young to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 28-yard line.
Let's go now. 45. White. Set.
Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Black, 95. Hut, hut.
Now Young. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Set. 52 blue. Chop. 17. Red. Cycle. Black shot. Ready.
Young. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They're such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
Okay,
Young's
ready?
incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Set, ready. 50, green. Ready?
Back to throw. They'll set up the screen here for Hubbard. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
Ready, ready.
To the air once more, Young. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
On 4th down on is Ryan Fitzgerald for the Carolina field goal. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And this one is right through. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. He'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. A shotgun snap, and again to ETN. And he's got some space here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Here we go, set. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Back to throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the Jaguars are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
And they'll run with ETN. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jags have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we're running here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, and see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Down. 60.
Now here's Young. Got a man. That's Leggett. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. The Panthers had 0-3 here to begin the campaign. And you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but getting close to must-win time, is it not?
And I totally understand why you expressed it that way, because it's so early in the season, it feels like hyperbole. but I think you are spot on this one. Yes, there's still time to turn things around, but they've got to start to win right now if they have any hopes of trying to make the playoffs.
Now Young. And that's going to be incomplete. You look at this Jaguar defense, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
45, White. Field, black. Hut, hut.
It'll be Young again. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Ready,
the offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Set, ready. 52 blue. Set,
Young takes it on the sneak. And he gets this one across midfield for the 1st down to the 46. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
46-yard line.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
Go now. Red, 38.
Throwing, Young. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Set. Yellow, 43. Hut.
Now back to throw. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up.
10 black.
3rd down, Young from the gun. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Officially got to be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time I looked at repeat that in Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thomas. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
3rd and 9 here.
They'll drop to throw. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now a handoff to Bigsby.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now 2nd and 9.
They're going to look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Yeah, Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on 4th. He'll look to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
1st and goal, Jacksonville.
first and 10. It's Bigsby.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
As long as you've been the air attack has gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on first and goal.
Second and goal from inside the 5. The tight end Henry here in motion. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. Now they send a man in motion right. Second and 4. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal.
Off the option, that's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Brian Thomas,
His third touchdown now on the year.
and the Jaguars had 6 to their lead.
Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. To throw, Young. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Ready. 50, green. Ready?
Young to throw it. Oh, he's got man wide open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18. It's a Carolina 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here we go. Set, go.
Young quickly to the flag. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
This is caught inside the 15. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
On the double.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Blue, 32. 6, mega. Hut, hut.
Looking to throw, Young. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Set, ready. Zoom, black, yellow, 22. White, white. Ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll get nothing out of that one.
On the ball.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Here's 3rd and 10.
Set. 60 red. 60 red. Blaster. 6. Hut.
Here is Young. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Panthers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. And maybe a wrench thrown in the operation there. The snap wasn't great, and this kick is pulled. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Return up past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who was shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Well, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
But he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Ready, set. Here we go. Here we go. Black. Hey, green. Black Ultra. Shot, 17.
Following the interception, Young. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Ready. 50, green. Needle blue. Drill green. Set, hut.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
On the double.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
Here we go. 560.
Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Ready.
3rd down and 6.
Watch out now. 50 feet. Set, hut. 10 black, red, yellow. Hut, hut.
Young to throw it.
To the left side, he's got McMillan.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
At the 33-yard line. It's Metal Frank Rhodes.
Okay, right.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Come on, set.
To the air once more, Young. And this one is incomplete.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
Ready up.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Set, ready, field, black, blue, 32. Set.
Back to throw again. They'll let this thing go for Sanders. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will cut the lead down to just 2.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. And what's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. 52 blue.
Back to throw.
There's a short throw caught by Sanders.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll show the defense.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
Young now.
They'll set up the screen here for Hubbard.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Down. Yellow, 22. Ready.
Again, it's Young.
They'll find McMillan here.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
Yellow, 43.
From the shotgun, it's Young.
To the right side, hauled in by McMillan.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Come on, set, ready.
A quick throw by Young, caught out wide. Just a gain of a couple there. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here we go. 33, yellow.
It'll be Young again.
Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Panthers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Hubbard.
And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
But what they're seeking with an RPO is space for the receiver to make a catch and then make a play downfield, but there wasn't any space available, thus the incompletion.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. Third and goal.
Let's go. Ready.
Hubbard.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
And I know this quarterback. His instinct, he's going to want to go for it here on 4th and goal. I want to see if the rational heads on the sidelines prevail, and they say this late in the game, let's get 3 in the lead. This debate is going to be fun.
Ready
No
up.
movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it.
Gets it out quickly here to the left flank.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Jalen Coker,
His first touchdown on the year.
and the Panthers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Fitzgerald now for the extra point.
And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Second and 13. Over the middle, complete. That's Henry. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Third and 8.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass trick in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he is caught at the 10-yard line. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jaguars have retaken a third-quarter lead.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 35.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Young.
They'll run the screen with Hubbard.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Boy, that one was well-read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
Now a 3rd and 6.
Here we go. Step 6. Mega. 60 red. 60 red.
Young. Throw left side complete. That's Hubbard. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
33, yellow. Steel, black. Blue striker. Hut, hut.
They'll throw again. Young.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A give to Etienne running right.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is bring the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
2nd and 4.
Out route, and this is Henry with a catch.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal.
I be on my little mouse drip. All that rapping pay your bills. Yeah, I'm on some rappers pay my bills.
Ready? Half the 60. Half the 60. Go.
ETN is in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Now the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have...
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Let's go now. 70 Lions.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long.
60 vices.
Looking to throw.
That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This from 54 yards away. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And the lead will hold at 10. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
38.
And even with the missed field goal that we just saw, they still have to try and erase a 2-score fourth-quarter deficit. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 2 yards still to go. Third down now.
Here we go. Punt.
They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Pause, ready. Black 40. Needle blue.
To throw, Young. That one complete to again. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Young is set to throw. There's a short throw caught by Sanders. And down inside the 15 he goes. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Set, ready. 50, green. Check, smash. Red, cycle. Ready?
Here's Young from the shotgun. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Set. 60 red. 52 blaster. Light blue. Ready?
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking underneath and finding Hubbard. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Panthers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. The PAT good. It will draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. Well, Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Now ETN to start the drive. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. They'll drop to throw. Short pass caught by Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments, well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders about how to stay in the moment, stay focused on the task.
And he's got him in the driver's seat here in the 4th quarter. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Catch here, left side, Thomas. A gain of 8 there on the play. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. He'll drop to throw. Short pass caught by Henry. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. In motion, the tight end. The tight end, Henry, here in motion. They'll run. This is Bashal Tootin. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides.
So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
Maybe the old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Crap roll 80. Quick.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
So with your team leading in the fourth quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. That one looks like he'll throw here.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
70 Lions. Mustang 19.
They'll look to throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Thomas. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. A big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Back to throw.
That is caught. And he will have a Jaguars first down, and that ought to be the one that seals the victory.
It's a gain of 8 there, and that should be enough to seal the victory.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand.
Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end, but a great job to come in here in a tough environment, Charles, and get the victory.
Yeah, tough environment indeed. How about all the people we can hear shouting from their seats right below us, partner? They weren't real happy that their team didn't keep the home field. How about how these visitors came in, calm every step of the way, even with all the pressure, and found a way to get out of here with a win.
So for Jacksonville,